Hello, I've decided to change the Perspex windows for double glazed windows. It's taken a long time to get them delivered. It's about 3 months waiting time, but they've finally turned up, so I'm going to start taking the Perspex windows out and putting the tinted double glazed in. We could have had openers, but we've gone for the double glaze because we use the boat more in the winter than the summer, so it should help with the condensation. In the summer, if we're using it and it's hot, we've got a couple of extractor fans. We've got the front hatch we can open, the back doors can open, so you get plenty of wind blowing through. But in the winter, you want to try and keep the heat in, stop the condensation. That's why I've gone for double glazed, but I'm going to take some out today and I'll show you how I'm doing that. It's quite simple really, but I'll show you anyway. This is one of the windows I'm going to replace. They're quite simple to get out. You've got a little rubber inside here. If you get the end of that, pop it out, you can just pull that out all the way around. Take it out all the way. So then you can just push that window out. That's how simple it is to break into a boat. That's it, your Perspex window is out. Now it's ready for the new window. Like you can see, that's come apart there. So, but with this type of window, it's not going to make any difference because it bolts all the way through. I've put the self tappers on this side for now, but eventually they go all the way through. I'll get a bolt and show you. These ones are 25mm long, but they come in all sizes. Now that goes on the inside, that's the outside. So eventually you will be putting that all the way through the window. You push this into the window and then you just screw it on. So as you're doing it, it's going to pull that in. And these look long like this, but it's because I've got the insulation on the inside going on, as you can see over there. And then I've got the carpet. So when we put the edge around the window on the inside, that will finish the carpet up as well. So let's get this one up and see if we can get it in. Just got a hole like that, and you've got to check that your window fits, because this is one of the windows I've got. That's one. I tried a little small one first, make sure that that's only in temporary with the self tapper stainless steel screws. It's got to have the bolts through. I've got some more to do on the inside before I do that. Then just obviously try your window, get it in place, and the bits it doesn't fit, just mark around with a pencil, which I've done, mainly because I'm doing it one-handed. I've just marked here. You see a little line here round, and just get a little hand grinder and grind that bit away. I've ground that bit down just smaller than the pencil mark. It's better just to try it again first, make sure it fits, then take a bit off rather than taking too much at once. grind a little bit at a time until, let me just put this just a little bit at a time so it fits in the hole. I'm not putting the actual bolts in, I'm just putting some self-tapper screws in for now, just to hold it there so I can take it in and out. I will show you, I'll get 1 or 2 in to hold it, and I've got a little rubber I can put round on the inside just to seal it for now until I want to bolt it in properly. Got the rubber seal what I was telling you about put on. It is sticky on one side, but you only want to stick the one side. Leave that on for now because we want to take the windows in and out, and start at the bottom and work your way round, and preferably cut that nice and straight before you start, which I will do now before I start. Like I was saying, cut that end reasonably straight, start in the middle at the bottom somewhere, and just don't stretch it or try and pull it out, just let it unroll, go on, and the best you can around the corners. When you get round to meet up again, just try and cut it just a little tiny, a few mil bigger, so that you can just get it pushed in there, and that's ready to go back in. We'll take it back up on the boat and screw it in and hope for the best. Once you've got your window in, just get your screws in all the way around. Just do them a bit here, a bit there, but don't do them too tight. You can do that later. Just try and get them in here and there first.
These aren't permanent fixings though, are they?
No. By doing them all over the place, a bit at a time, you're bending the side of the boat to the shape of the window. Whereas if you try and do it all at once, you may find that you get problems from that. See, the boat is now bent to the shape of the window. It would have been just slightly out of shape before. Now it's taken the whole form of the window. If you look at that screw, I put that in earlier, how much that's sticking out now because I've gone all over the place. But you didn't want to try and put that in all at once, otherwise you may damage the window or the boat. Now just go a bit zigzaggy across them a bit. Just tightening them up. That's it. As you can see, it's squidged that seal out now. So you've got a nice watertight seal on that all the way round. You could actually just leave it like that. You could just peel the other side of the double-sided tape off, put it in like that. I think I'm going to, when I'm finished and ready to put them in place, I'm going to mastic them in as well, just for that extra little bit. But that's how simple it is really to change a Perspex window to a tinted double glazed window. I got these windows made from a company called Technautic Windows in Burnham-on-Crouch in the UK. It's in Essex. Very good, very helpful. There was a guy there, Dave his name is, I don't know if he owns the place or whatever, but very, very helpful. anything he can do to help, he will help. Gives you some good advice. You've got different colour frames to go round. I've got the like silver aluminium, but I think there was like a dark colour, gold colour, whatever it was. And same as the glass, I've got like the tinted, it's called grey, but it looks a bit black. But they do them with a gold tint and all different colours. I'll put a link in the description below for their contact details. But they are very good. I would definitely recommend them, and I would definitely buy windows from them again. And they do ship all over. When I was talking to him, Dave was telling me I know they ship to Germany, he was telling me, and different places in Europe. I don't know how far they ship them, but very reasonable priced as well for what you get. A lot cheaper than other companies. So if you're thinking about it, it's well worth contacting them to get a price. And like I say, I'll put all their details below in the description. So you can always contact him, just ask for Dave. Just thought I'd let you know as well why I'm doing it. It's quite an expensive thing to do, but this boat is used mainly in the winter. So heat is one thing, but the biggest issue is condensation. So I'm trying to stop condensation. So by putting the double glazed windows in, hopefully that is going to serve two purposes: keeping the heat in a bit and stop a lot of condensation. I keep trying to cut down on different bits what actually cause condensation, like the gas heater, putting a diesel heater in, that's stopping it a bit, because obviously gas has got moisture in it. The double glazed windows, obviously that should stop quite a bit from the cold hitting the warm. I've got one extractor fan in the front, and now I'm putting an extractor fan right above the cooker as well, so because that's obviously gas. But then if you boil the kettle and you're doing things like making your dinner, boiling potatoes or whatever you're doing, it's all condensation. So my theory is a little solar extractor fan above it, and that will suck a lot of the steam out straight away. I'm not saying all of it, but hopefully 50% of the steam from the pan will go out. And it's also bringing in a bit of fresh air, sucking the old air out, so it brings the new air in. So hopefully that will work, but only time will tell, I suppose. Hopefully it's been helpful and you give it a go yourself. Remember, if it was interesting, you can like, subscribe. It's always nice to see people subscribed, and if you've got any comments, maybe an easier way, just drop them down below, and I'll see you next time.